do these makeup tutorials, it just makes me realise how little I know about makeup. But you guys asked for it, so here we are. Hey everyone, me again, and welcome back to xameliax. So today we are talking everyday makeup, a video that loads of you guys have requested. I did one quite a while ago, I think we might be talking a few years ago now, and definitely the products that have changed and the way I kind of do my face has probably changed a bit as well. So I thought I'd do an updated routine. Now, those of you who watch my weekly vlogs will know that on a day-to-day basis when I'm just working from home, I don't really tend to wear any makeup at all, but this is kind of like an everyday makeup for if I'm going out for coffee with a friend or popping into town for anything, or just sort of popping around in and out, not sort of going anywhere particularly special, but just want to put a little bit of makeup on my face to make me feel a bit more human. And we're going to do a chatty one today because you guys like those, so let's get started. The moisturisers that I'm absolutely loving at the moment, three actually. The Kiehl's Skin Rescuer. I tend to use this when my skin is just feeling like it just needs to be stripped back a little bit. If it's overloaded, if I've got a few breakouts, I tend to use that and it seems to calm everything down. Also the Kiehl's Pure Vitality Skin Renewing Cream, which is the new one that they've released with honey in. Absolutely love it. Bit of a weird texture, but it's really, really hydrating if you feel like you need a bit of a moisture boost. Primer first then, and the primer I'm loving at the moment is the Lancome Hydra Glow base. It's just, I don't know what it is, it's so creamy and it smells incredible. It just seems to seamlessly sort of blend into your face while giving you that kind of smooth effect, but also giving you a very, very subtle glow, which I like and I need at the moment because my skin just feels really sallow. And as you can see, my face is a completely different colour to the rest of me because I've been on holiday and I always tend to put factor 50 on my face. And also I find that you lose your tan quite quickly on your face anyway. So I'm going to try and match it up with the foundations that I'm using. So I'm going to be using a mixture of MAC's Pro Longwear in NC37. And also the Nip Fab foundation in 25, because they just seem to be the two shades that match right now. I always find it difficult to match foundation when I've got a bit of a tan, but we'll give it a go. And then I blend in with the Real Techniques brush that I've been using for years. I've had a bit of hay fever and haven't been using nice tissues, so my nose is like super red underneath. But it tends to cover up quite easily with foundation, so we're all good. Do the double chin test. Perfect. Then I'm absolutely loving the Real Techniques Beauty Blender, which, don't judge me, but it needs a wash. That's on my to-do list for this weekend. And I don't tend to use it wet, I just sort of pat everything in and it tends to give you a really nice finish. Or eyelash, make a wish. Those foundations together are quite nice actually, they give you a really good finish. I'm impressed. They cover quite well, but I tend to just go in with some extra if I need it on my acne scars which are on my cheeks. And I use a little stipply brush from Lancome, the number 28. And around my nose again, because redness. I usually use less foundation than I need and then I go on and top up the areas where I need more. Just kind of, I'm loving the minimalist look. Well, as minimalist as you can be when you've got bad skin. Put a little bit of lip balm on. This is the Kiehl's Lip Balm number 1 in their mango flavour, which is just delicious, it's so nice. Eyebrows then. So I tend to tint my own eyebrows, so they don't tend to need much at the moment, but I like to fill them in a little bit with Benefit's Ka-Brow, and it's got the little brush in the end anyway, so it's all really handy to use. Just kind of fills in any sparse areas and sort of helps shape it a little bit better. If anybody's wondering what my nail varnish is, it's from the new Barry M Molten Metals collection. I'm not sure about the exact name, but it's the pinky one. I always tend to get asked that when I do makeup tutorials and I completely forget, so I thought I'd put it out there now. I don't like to go too dark on my eyebrows when I'm going quite light on the rest of my face, just because I think that they stand out like a sore thumb and look a bit silly, but I think that's enough for today. Just like to point out once more that I'm not a professional in any way, shape or form with makeup. This is just how I like to do it. Bronzer then, I'm using NARS Casino because it's a little bit darker than some of the other bronzers I've got, and because I've got a bit of a tan at the moment, I just need a bit of a deeper shade. I'm using one of the Barry M brushes. I think it's their powder brush. It's rubbed off, I don't know. It's the big fat one from Barry M. They're quite good brushes actually. I've had this one for quite a while, and they don't really tend to shed, and they disperse product quite well. Just trying to give a bit of structure to my big moon face and even up the colour a little bit with my chest. Okay, so I don't tend to do a lot with my eyes when it's everyday makeup. I tend to curl my lashes and then just stick a bit of mascara on. I don't bother with eyeliner. I only kind of do eyeliner when I go out these days. Who am I? And what have you done with xameliax and her big cat wing eyeliner? Times are changing. This is a new mascara that's just come out from Maybelline. It's the Colossal Big Shot. I got sent it and I'm actually obsessed with it. I love it. It's so good. And my eyelashes aren't particularly great, so the only mascara I tend to use is Benefit's Roller Lash. That's the only one that I kind of notice a big difference with my lashes, except this one is just incredible. It's so good. Highly recommended. I've never been very good with mascara. I just tend to sort of wiggle the brush and put it on and then do a couple of coats, but I've never seemed to get like that really sort of thick mascara that everybody else can do. I'm just a bit rubbish. Pop a little bit underneath, but not too much, because my lashes on the bottom are actually quite long, so I think they look a bit weird if they're fully coated in mascara. Look a bit like Alex from Clockwork Orange. There we go. I hope that's picking up on the camera because they are so big. This is really good. Genuinely really impressed with that. And for blush, I'm using cream blush from KIKO from their Less is Better range, and this is Tenuous Mauve. It's a darker pink that they've got, and I just kind of stipple it on with a Real Techniques brush. I still use brushes with cream blush because I don't know, I just think it goes on a little bit better. But I just love these. I've got the lighter one as well, and they're both really beautiful colours. They just kind of give you a little bit of a flush. I sort of put it on the apples of my cheeks really. Little bit of highlighter, and again it's from the KIKO Less is Better range. It's their fluid highlighter, and this is the Golden Sand. I've also got the light one of this as well, which I use when I haven't got a tan, but I just find that like golden shades for highlighters are a little bit better when you've got a bit of a tan, instead of like the white kind of lighter tones, I guess. So I'm just using my old beauty blender, which also needs a wash. Don't judge. Down the middle of my nose, on my chin, and up around my cheeks. I have got an amazing highlighter from Marc Jacobs that I keep banging on about in my weekly vlogs and on Instagram, but it's very, very, very shiny, which is why it's gorgeous. And it would just be a bit much for an everyday look. So that's the kind of highlighter I wear in the evening. If you're wondering why I'm not using that one, because I never shut up about it. The KIKO ones are just, they're really subtle, which is why I like them for this kind of sort of barely there makeup look, I guess. And last but not least, my lips. This is also from the KIKO Less is Better range. I'm really liking their makeup from that at the moment, probably because I don't kind of do a big full face of makeup anymore, so I kind of use lighter products to give you this kind of barely there makeup look. And this is one of their matte liquid lipsticks, and it's in the shade Sensitive Beige, which is number 2. I really like this because it's kind of like, it's like a latte kind of shade, but a very, very light latte shade. You'd think it would wash you out a little bit, but it actually works really well to sort of give you a more plumped lip look, because it's very, very similar to what your lips could be, if that makes sense. So I just find that you can get away with overlining a little bit. When I do these makeup tutorials, it just makes me realise how little I know about makeup. Honestly, there are so many better people on YouTube to watch for this kind of stuff, but you guys asked for it, so here we are. And that, guys, is my everyday makeup, my pretty simple makeup routine that I've been wearing at the moment. If I go out, I tend to put a little bit of eyeshadow on, and then my thick liner, maybe a bit of a bold lip, but pretty much every day this is what I'm wearing right now. I think it's quite a nice subtle look, but just kind of makes you look a little bit more alive. than usual. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. I know it's been a little bit of a quick one, but there's not really much more to talk about. I hope you enjoy some of the products that I've mentioned today. I'll leave them all down below so you can go and check them out. I genuinely really recommend this mascara, and to be fair, the whole of the KIKO Less is Better range. I just absolutely love them, and my skin seems to love them at the moment as well. But if you've got any other video requests, leave me a comment down below, and let me know if you've tried any of these products as well, how you like to use them, if you've got a different use for them maybe. Sometimes I do put a little bit of the highlighter on the inside of my eye. I think that helps brighten up your eyes a little bit as well. But yeah, leave me a comment, let me know what you think. And as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!
Happy birthday!
Are you enjoying yourself there?
Do you want to say it?